Welcome back to another video to protect my home. So today project will be adding. So basically this is my master bedroom. So we have an outlet here and this is the closet. So master closet, and for some reason they don't builders don't like to put a lot of outlets. So in our case we don't have any. So right behind that outlet, somewhere here in the wall, I want to add another one. So basically, couple of things before I start. I want to make sure I got my, basically this is the stud finder. So I want to see if I have any, so it indicates power here, which most likely is right there. And it indicates this is a stud right here. So basically on the right side of this outlet there should be a stud, and not, let me go ahead, I will go ahead and center that. So I got approximately 16 to the center. I will measure here, basically that's 16. So my outlet is here, and not only that, but I think I can see a nail. So definitely in that case I will go ahead and pull the wires from existing outlet, and of course shut the power first, and I will go in angle, and yeah, keep tuned. Okay, I just put the tester, so I will go in the garage where the main electrical panel is, and I will go ahead and shut down the breaker for the master bedroom. Okay, so I already labeled, that's my master number 11. This is an arc fault breaker. I will go ahead and hit the test button, so I want to make sure my breaker is working. Okay, I'm back and I got the power off. So let me go ahead, and I was trying to get you a better view, closer view. So let me get this off and see how we're gonna can handle this. All right, outlet is out. So let me just get the tester. Okay, so no power. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and test all my to change all my outlets, because as you see, this one is backstabbed. So basically, because it's a 15 amp circuit and they're using 14 gauge wire, all those 14 gauge wires are allowed actually per manufacturer to go ahead and just be backstabbed like that, just go in that hole. But based on my experience, I've seen that it's not the best way. So it is a faster way of putting an outlet, but I don't think it's the best way, because eventually that spring which is holding the wire inside, it eventually will get loose. It will create a micro sparking. It will create a excessive temperature, and I've seen those outlets actually melting on the neutral side because of loose connection. So I will go ahead and cut those wires here, and because I want to add another outlet, I will not be able to use that. So I'll show you how I'm gonna create a pigtail. It's called a pigtail. So, and how I'm gonna feed the new outlet in. Okay, since I don't have any power here, I will go ahead and cut that, and I will install a Decora outlet. I will not use that one. So, and so yeah, that's a good view of how that's backstopped. So, and those wires, honestly, they will turn all day long, and I don't like it. I mean, I like the way you create a U shape on your wire and tight that screw, and as you see, the screws here has not been used, so not the best way, let me put it this way. So, and you see also that this outlet, the way they cut it, they left a lot of room around the edges here. And again, if this was outside wall, you can feel the cold air or hot air coming out. And a lot of times what I usually do, I seal that either with caulk or you can use foam. The only disadvantage of foam is it's sticky, it can make the whole thing dirty, it falls down. That's the reason I use only caulk. It stops the circulation of air. So I will go ahead and strip those wires for now. So all right, and I'm gonna need to use a, basically I'm gonna use that I have a stud right here. In that case, I will try to get my outlet on this side. So it's gonna be probably somewhere here on other side. And let me just get us the measuring tape so I can actually make the draw. So basically this is the edge. So I have 15 inches here. So anything around maybe 14 inches will give a 1 inch slack. On the other side, I can go ahead and do my outlet there. So let's say I'm gonna do 14. Let me measure this height here as well. So the top height most likely is gonna be around 17. Hopefully you can see that. So let's go on the other side. Okay, this is on the other side. So before actually we do this, I will use a small trick. I'm gonna put some mastic tape right here. Okay, got this mastic tape, and I got me some piece of plastic, which is like a painter plastic. I will put it underneath, and we'll tape it to the mastic. So when I cut, actually, any dust or anything will fall down on the plastic right here. So as you see, so let's go back to measuring. I have this box. Basically, it's a box designed for drywall. So let me go ahead and measure it. So as we said, we need 17 will be top. So this is 17. I'm just gonna make a small mark here, and 14 is gonna be from here. So that's gonna be 14 right here. So that's 14. Alrighty, so you can see that on the very bottom. Where's the camera? Yeah, on the very bottom I will open that small hole where eventually I'm gonna feed my wire. So let's see how this is gonna work with limited hands. So I'm gonna use 14 gauge wire. So I'll go ahead and feed that down here. Hopefully you can see it. So let me go on the other side. Alrighty, so Okay, wire is right here. Alright, this is my wire. Alright, so now I have this wire here. So what I'm gonna do is I can go ahead and get the box ready. So basically it's open, so I will go ahead and feed that wire in. Alright, and that's plenty. That's good. That's good enough. So basically when you start tightening those screws, this thing's gonna open and they're gonna hold, so the box will not come out. So let me put the box in. Okay, so now you can go ahead and start tightening those screws, which actually is gonna start holding the whole box in place, so the whole thing will not move. If you can hear it, it's already tight. All right, let's do this side. All right, that's tight as well. Oh, beautiful. So now what I'm gonna do is I will go ahead and open this guy here, just very tiny. You don't push on this one, just to get just enough, and after that you can. Alright, you do this. That's good enough. Just get the sheeting here from the ground. Got this. All right, so I got a Decora outlet here, so I can go ahead and remove the plastic. Of course, start with ground first. Make sure it goes in these grooves here. You can use pliers basically to make sure wires around the bolt. Go ahead and tight this and make sure it's tight. So I'm gonna use only one of the screws, and I will go ahead and screw the other one in. So that's my neutrals. That goes to the silver screw. So let's go ahead and put it in. All right, now when I tie this one here, it's gonna make it really good connection, so the whole thing is gonna twist. All right, that's nice and tight. So that's my load here, black wire, my hot wire. Let me twist this one just so we want to make sure nothing's gonna touch there. All right, beautiful. So now I want to make sure my ground is kind of down. I will push this up a little bit so they can fit in the box. Make sure nothing is twisting, touching, and in that case I will go ahead and start. Okay. Alright, this is nice and tight here. It's flush. It looks good. So I'll go ahead and put the cover in. Let's push it in. Good. Let's tie those screws. I like the core because with the core you're getting two screws, one on top, one on bottom, and even if the outlet is something is moving with it, you can always adjust it here because it's making it nice and tight. So I like it. So almost there, we have outlet here. So now we need to go on the other side. Okay, so we are here on the other side, and so basically this is what's happening right now. So we have two whites, two blacks, and basically we are adding a third one to feed the other outlet. So what I'm gonna do here is basically cut the wire somewhere here, and just like that. So I don't think I need those to be so long, so I will go ahead and cut all of them. All right, beautiful. So now I will go ahead and strip this one. The goal basically is I can use two of them on the outlet. Remember, the outlet has two screws. So my outlet got two neutral, two black ones. So basically I know this is my new outlet right here. So I know one of those, it's a feeding one. So basically, in order to make everything, to put two of this outlet, you need to know which one is your actually hot wire coming, the line wire. So in that case, I can do the following. I can actually use the piece of wire which I left here, my black, my white, and my ground, just like that. Boom. And prepare all the wiring for the pigtail. What does that mean? I'll let you know. I'll show you in a little bit. So now I will go ahead and strip all my wires. This is what I got now. So I stripped all my wires, so I will go ahead and try to connect all those black wire together. And I got me an extra wire. This is gonna be my pigtail. Basically I'm gonna put it here. So basically I have four 14 gauge wires now, and that box is extra deep and it's got plenty of room. So I'll try to connect them like that, and make sure you're using this type of pliers. You get all of them together and you start twisting several times. You want to make sure you before you put your wire nut, you want to make sure this thing is twisted and tight. So if you have any excess like that, you can always cut it. All right, now because I have multiple wire here, I'm gonna use one of those red wire nuts. All right, and tied it clockwise. I got one black, that's a pigtail right here, it's ready to go. So I'm getting my neutrals now. Same thing, I put this, I put it together, make sure they are kind of close to each other. Get your pliers, get them together, start twisting. Do not put wire nuts before you, don't skip that step. That's the most vital, important step. A lot of people just, they like to go ahead and put the wire nut without twisting it. As you see, it's nice and tight. Again, go ahead and do this. Make sure it's tight. Alright, now this can go in the back. I got another lead here, so, and I have basically right here I have grounds. Okay, I'm gonna add one of those Elo. It's not that, it doesn't need to be that big of a, so Elo's gonna work perfectly fine. So all right, make sure everything is pushed back. I mean, hopefully you can see them, but yeah, that's a good job. So now I'll go ahead, push my neutral as well in the back, just like that. That's fine. So now I can go ahead and twist that. All right, I can twist the hot wire, go ahead and twist the neutral wire, and now it's time to put the outlet in. So I'll go ahead, get this one in, sure it's tight, it's perfect. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So it's tight, my neutral, okay, beautiful. It's tight. Let me put the screws back in. Okay, and of course hot one, this outlet's going to be like that. Hot one goes on the gold lead, so that can create an issue where one of the wire can get loose by itself. So when you push the outlet in, make sure your ground it's down here. Sometimes you can use actually a screwdriver. Just be careful, push it down, push it in like that. All right, now I can go ahead and get this outlet in place. I just tie this on. I just got the power back on, so let's go ahead and test this one. Good. Let me tie it a little bit top. Beautiful. Same thing on top. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and put this cover. Alrighty, beautiful. All right, beautiful. So let's go ahead and see. Let's see. All right, it looks good. It looks good. So, well, thank you for watching, and if you like that video, go ahead and subscribe, and yeah, I mean, see you next time.